Well, just as we do every Thanksgiving Day, the kick is off, and here we go from Detroit. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
And he works his way for a gain of 4. So after their first offensive snap, we'll have a break in the action. One of the linemen in need of some attention from the trainers. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Pass caught by the rookie from Arkansas. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked 1st overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
A draw now. This is Swift. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Williams from the gun. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, Williams. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Lions will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Kevin Byard comes up with it. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got him, that's Swift. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Gets him on the in route. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That's Marcus Davenport with the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. The shotgun, a give to Swift. Pushing for the red zone. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Chicago first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And as we play through November, you can see that this hot start has continued. He's the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Gets this one to Patrick. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action with Goff. And a man is there to knock that away.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease. Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
It's Montgomery on third. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That one gains 7. And that gives the Lions the first.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Goff. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. Now Goff. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Handoff headed left, Montgomery. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down. The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Bates' kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Has this at the 6. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Here come the Bears back out on offense. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Williams. It's taken in by Rome Odunze. This is ahead for about 5. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. We're 1 quarter closer to some turkey as we've reached the end of one on Thanksgiving. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They have 2nd down and 5. Williams on the play action. Able to get it to Moore. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Running with Swift out of the gun. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 31. Short pass brought in. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackled by Jack Campbell. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. complete beyond the marker. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. He gets 6 on that play, and that's good for a Bears first down. Hand off running right. Here's Swift. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Aiden Hutchinson, energetic as always after making the stick. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Going to run again with Swift. And he'll go down here at the 16. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Carney's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you're looking for on the call sheet.
Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's up over 4,000 yards on the season, which you can see puts him atop the NFL in that area. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
He's got it at the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Devin Duvernay to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Staying grounded with Swift. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Lee McNeil in on the tackle. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Williams will look to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. Off play action, Goff. This is complete to Patrick. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Goff working from the pistol. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On first down, it's Goff. Complete out to the right side. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Throwing again, it's Goff. Running in the red zone. There it is, touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. First down, Williams. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
That's more on the quick slant. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
He finds Odunze running the slant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Chicago first down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. That's to his back, Roschon Johnson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Chased out, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Now the Lions calling timeout, their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Running behind center with Swift. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. They're out and set. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not, leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Gibbs now from the gun. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. The Bears decide to call their first time out. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Again, it's Gibbs. Ooh, found a soft spot, crosses the 25. And he makes it all the way up to the 28. Timeout taken by the defense, their second. It'll be another punt. Jack Fox out there once again. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And it's going to be Bears football. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Williams to throw on first. Rolling left, buying some time. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. Off the play fake, Williams. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. All right, no more excitement here in this first half. He kneels this one down. Both teams head to the locker room. That is halftime in our annual Thanksgiving game from Dallas. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Here comes the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. First down, here's Swift. The ball's out, he lost it! And they scoop it up, they can still run with it! He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Brought in right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here's Swift on second down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Williams from the gun. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Goff on 1st and 10. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Patrick with the catch. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing is gone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. They'll toss it to Gibbs. Juke the defender. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That's good for 7 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Goff. That one's complete, right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They give to Gibbs on the option. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Pass complete to Gibbs.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down. From the gun, Goff. Hits his running back. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the 1st. 2nd and 3 now. They go play action with Goff. It is caught left side. And he's out of bounds after a nice pickup to the 10. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now try Gibbs again. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 5 yards on the play, and now they've got 3rd and goal. Now Goff. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Here's Duvernay on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bears about set for their next possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. This is Johnson heading right. Still working past the 40. And he gets it forward to the 46-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Just 1 quarter standing between these teams and Turkey in this Thanksgiving contest. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down throw by Williams. Connecting on the slant. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On the ground with Swift. Breaks the tackle, still going. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Tight end motioning right. Here's 2nd and 5. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st. Williams on the play action. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. They did it! He made the interception! That is Kyler Gordon! And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six! He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They give up the gut to Montgomery. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. From the 34. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And there wasn't much he could do there. A small gain to the 43. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Handoff headed left, Montgomery. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Running left, it's Montgomery. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Looking to throw. This is complete to Gibbs. And they bring him down around the 34. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. This is Montgomery running right. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Montgomery. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Tyreek Stevenson has it. He's at the 30. The 10. And the defense has come through. They're in the end zone, and that gives them the lead. Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Lions offense returning to the field. And he's been the victim of 3 interceptions already in this game, Brock. Passing lanes kind of reminding me of LA traffic. Pretty hazardous throughout this game.
Yeah, just a mess and nowhere to go. And it's an awful place both on the highway. And trust me, when you're in the pocket looking at this defense too, it's miserable. Everything's been contested. Everything's been hard. No gimmies. It's a real testament to the work this secondary has done to prepare for this matchup.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Setting up to pass. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now into the hands of Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Throwing this back in the end zone. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
The quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
Here's Swift to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Johnson up the middle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. That's no way to end the game, right, Brock? Can't have an offensive penalty on the final play, so an untimed down coming up. That's caught at the 4. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. So the Bears take this one on the road. And they're going to get to celebrate both the Thanksgiving holiday and the victory over the coming days, with more time than normal coming up between games. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.